Okay. Distinguished participants, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to this side event titled 10th JCM Partner Countries Meeting. I'm Maiko Ga from the Ministry of the Environment, Japan, and I'll be your master of ceremony for this event. To start the ceremony, I would like to invite His Excellency, Mr. Asao Keiichiro, Minister of the Environment, Japan, for his welcome remarks.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Asao Keiichiro, as we say it in Japanese. This is the last name first and the first name last. But Asao Keiichiro is that's how we pronounce. And I'm the Minister of the Environment of Japan. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the representatives from partner countries, including Your Excellency, Mr. Sarangao Whips Jr., President of the Republic of Palau, for taking part in this event. Thank you very much. This year, Japan newly established a JCM partnership with Ukraine. Please join me in warmly welcome Her Excellency Mr. Olha Uklimuchak, Ukraine's Deputy Minister for Environmental Protection and Natural Resources. Let us work together towards our common goal. Thank you. Under the JCM partner countries and Japan cooperate to achieve their nationally determined contributions, raise climate ambition, and above all, contribute to the sustainable development of partner countries. With funding and technologies, Japan is committed to support the introduction of decarbonizing infrastructure and facilities in your countries, while JCM credits or additional reduction achieved through JCM will be shared among us. The Ministry of Environment of Japan has provided financial support to more than 250 projects, mostly in renewable energies, such as in Palau, that's what I had heard, energy conservation, and waste management. We are proud that many of the projects are contributing to emissions reductions, as well as to society, the economy, and daily life in your countries. The outcome and process of such cooperation are detailed in the first initial report submitted to the United Nations last month. We appreciate your dedicated cooperation, and let's continue our collective journey toward net zero. To realize your NDC and increase its ambition, however, we need to expand and accelerate our efforts. It is vital to attract large private funds and expand fields such as agriculture, forestry, CCS, transportation, and others. We also need to scale up the projects. The JCM is one of the most active efforts as a cooperative approach consistent with Article 6. Let us continue sharing our knowledge and experiences among partner countries as we strive towards a prosperous and sustainable future. Japan is dedicated to delivering our best effort. I look forward to our continued collaboration, which is crucial for the success of this important endeavor and reaching global zero by 2050. Thank you for your attention. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, His Excellency, Mr. Asao. Now, I'd like to proceed a photo session. May I ask one representative from each JCM partner country to kindly come forward to the stage. Those on the stage, please move on one step forward. So one representative from each partner country, could you come to the stage? So one can fit in this photo. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so this lady is our official camera girl. So please look at the camera first. One more. Stay a few seconds so that everyone can take a photo. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Now I would like to move on to the rest of the ceremony. Now, now I would like to invite Ukraine's Miss Her Excellency Olga Yukhimchek, Deputy Minister of Environment Protection and Natural Resources.
Hello, everyone. It's a big pleasure to be here and speak on behalf of Ukraine. As I was already mentioned by the Minister of Japan, is this year we have signed a memorandum between Japan and Ukraine on our collaboration on GCM, and it is a great honor for us to be part of this big process and big, as we saw on the picture, big team and colleagues who are there on the way of implementing different projects with the help of joint crediting mechanism. For Ukraine, it will be not only the start of the process, but I believe the continuation. We are now ready to start and work with the legislation to build the legislative basis to ensure that the GCM is a practical mechanism in our country. We have already started developing a Article 6 legislation in Ukraine. We want to make it more framework legislation to ensure that not only with Japan, but also with other countries, we can continue our cooperative approaches under Article 6. So we want to ensure that this approach is, the legislation approach is more framework and would enable us to cooperate with different countries under Article 6 too. For us, it is always important to build the capacity in our ministries because we understand that there is always change in different ministries of people, and we understand that there is also a big experience there with partner countries, and they are more advanced already. So we're happy to share any experience that we have, but we would very much value any experience from partner countries and from Japan as well on potential exchange of knowledge on the JCM mechanism. I believe at this point I will stop here, but once again, Ukraine is very happy to join the big family already of the joint crediting mechanism. So thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Her Excellency. Now, I'd like to invite Her Excellency, Mr. Oduntuya Saldon, Minister of the Environment and Climate Change, Mongolia.
Honorable delegates, esteemed guests, it is my pleasure to share Mongolia's ongoing efforts to reduce gas emissions through the joint credit mechanism, a bilateral partnership with Japan established in 2013. The GCM has been vital in supporting projects focused on renewable energy, energy efficiency, and decarbonization technologies, all contributing to our nationally determined contributions under the Paris Agreement. So far, the JCM has greatly boosted Mongolia's renewable energy capacity with over 323 megawatts installed, including 57.7 megawatts from solar power projects. These initiatives have collectively reduced greenhouse gas emissions by approximately 230,000 tons of CO2 annually, while also providing additional benefits such as improved air quality and sustainable development. The GCM aligns with Article 6.2 of the Paris Agreement, which encourages voluntary cooperation between countries to achieve climate goals. To fully leverage this framework, Mongolia must update the regulations to ensure transparency, prevent double counting, and maintain environmental integrity. These regulatory improvements will strengthen our participation in the global carbon market and enhance our contribution to international climate action. We are prepared to submit Mongolia's initial report under Article 6.2 to the UNFCCC, marking a significant step in our commitment to global climate efforts. This milestone has been made possible through the valuable support of our partner institutions in Japan, whose expertise in capacity building and project implementation has been essential. Through ongoing policy initiatives, such as financial incentives and streamlined approval processes, Mongolia aims to maximize the impact of the GCM. These efforts, coupled with continued international cooperation, we could realize such needed progress toward decarbonization and sustainable low-carbon development. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Her Excellency. So our minister, he has other commitment and has to leave now. But our Vice Minister for Global Environment Affairs will stay here to engage the further speech. And so now I'd like to invite Ms. Laksmi Dewaseni, Director General of Climate Change, the Ministry of Environment and Forestry, the Republic of Indonesia.
Thank you. Very good afternoon. Excellencies, ministers, His Excellencies, Mr. Matsuzawa, Vice Minister of Global Affairs, Japan, distinguished representative of GCM partner countries, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank and appreciate Japan delegations for initiating the gathering of 10 GCM partners countries meeting. And thank you for having me to address short remarks. As one of GCM partner countries, Indonesia recognized the benefit of bilateral cooperations through the GCM since 2014. Nevertheless, as we are still in the midst of a climate change crisis, the journey to overcome the various challenges and impacts of climate change is still long. So dear colleagues, quoting wise words, that if we want to walk faster, then we walk alone. If we want to walk further, then we have to work together. For this reason, in order to ensure that cooperation will continue on a long journey in ensuring the achievement of global climate change targets, Indonesia and Japan has just embarked on a new era of joint effort in reducing greenhouse gas emission. On last Tuesday, 12 November 2024, at Indonesian Pavilion here in Baku, Indonesia and Japan just announced the mutual recognition arrangement. For the first time, the parties and non-party stakeholders attending COP29 in Baku with a view to contributing to the early implementations of Article 6.2 of Paris Agreement. The MRA, or Mutual Recognition Arrangement between the GCM Japan and the Indonesian Crediting Scheme, it's formally expressed the consent of Indonesia and Japan to mutually recognize the both crediting scheme. The implementation of the MRA started at 29 October this year. So the implementation of this MRA will be a basis for a bilateral cooperation of carbon trading, between Indonesia and Japan in a new era, including carbon credit sharing as contributions to achieve target of both parties and disease. Dear colleagues, I do hope that this meeting will strengthen and broaden the cooperation, which is built on the principle mutual trust, mutual understanding for the mutual benefits. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Aksumi. Now I'd like to invite Dr. Natalika Nitipon, Deputy Executive Director, Acting Executive Director of Thailand Greenhouse Gas Management Organization, the Kingdom Thailand.
Good evening. Minister of the Environment, Japan, ministers of JCM partner countries, distinguished delegates. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the Ministry of the Environment for your warm and welcome for the hosting today's meeting. This gathering marks a significant milestone in our ongoing efforts towards the implementation of the joint crediting mechanism. For Thailand, we are pleased to share with you that a new memorandum of cooperation of the JCM was signed between the two governments on the 8th of July in this year. Additionally, the 6th joint JCM committee meeting in this year was held in September. The new rules, guidelines, and the planned projects were successfully approved. This moment is an important step forward to reinforce our shared commitments to reduce greenhouse gases emissions in both countries, Thailand and Japan. Our continued cooperation is essential in advancing our mutual goals for sustainable development and climate action in line with the objective of the Article 6 of the Paris Agreement. Today's meeting offers a valuable opportunities for all partner countries to come together, to exchange insights and to explore strategies to drive investment in low carbon growth through advanced technology under the joint crediting mechanism. At this juncture, I would like to once again extend my sincere gratitude to the Ministry of the Environment for organizing this important event. And we would like to reassure our full cooperation to work ahead together with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Natalika. Now I'd like to invite Mr. Pham Van Tan, Deputy Director General, Department of Climate Change, the Ministry of Natural Resources and the Environment, the Socialist Republic of Vietnam.
Distinguished ministers, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to express my sincere thanks to the Ministries of the Environment of Japan for inviting us to attend this JCM high-level meeting of JCM partner country. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past decades, joint credit mechanism has proven to be one of the most successful bilateral partnerships between Japan and its partner countries, contributing to the improvement of low carbon technology, products and services, and accelerating the greenhouse gas emission reduction actions of JCM participating countries. In recent years, the JCM has become measure that has made a significant contribution for the effort to achieve the target in the NDC of the partner countries towards the net zero by 2050. Vietnam has actively implemented the JCM with highly active and meaningful cooperation of agencies and businesses of two countries. As today, we have approved 15 methodology, registered 14 projects, and produced 100,000 tons of CO2 equivalent per year. The government of Vietnam and the government of Japan are both well aware of potential to expand this mechanism and have implemented many policy and technical measures to implement the mechanism for effective with a larger scale to reach more ambitious greenhouse gas emission reduction and bring more benefit to business and community in implementing the same project. It is in order to achieve that, we have following suggestion. First, it is a need to implement the mechanism with strong determination to achieve the greenhouse gas emission reduction targets that two countries have committed by 2030. The second, it is necessary to ensure resources, not only in terms of technology, but also capacity building and social issues to ensure the equality and transparency in the implementation of the same project. And third, there's a need for stronger cooperation from financial sectors of both countries to support GHG emission reduction. We done well in the period years, considering our responsibility and commitment. It is an opportunity for us to take this mechanism to a new level. I strongly believe that with common goal and opportunity, with the huge potential of this mechanism, the solidarity and deep understanding between Japan and JCM partner countries, we will be the foundation for successful cooperation in the future. I thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tan. And now I'd like to invite His Excellency, Mr. Sergio Lazarenko, Minister of the Environment of Moldova.
Distinguished participants, Your Excellency, Minister of Environment of Japan, dear friends, I'm honored to attend this meeting ensuring the continuity of Joint Credit Mechanism, GCM. The Republic of Moldova is the 21st signatory country out of 29 countries with which Japan has signed GCM memorandum. The GCM was signed by the government of Japan and government of Republic of Moldova in September 2, 2022. In September this year in Chisinau, held the annual seminar on promoting the implementation of joint credit mechanism jointly organized with the Ministry of Environment of Japan. Also, in September, the first meeting of a joint committee was held and the GCM project guidelines and forms were approved. The approved documents are placed on the website of both countries. This event gave a new impetus of interest to the large public, especially to private sector, in initiating new projects. The environmental priority #1 in Moldova is the forestry sector. Jointly with the Japanese side, we are developing project methodology for the land use change, and forestry LULUCF sector. I would like to mention the importance of forestry sector development for creating a comfortable climate, ensuring clean air, carbon sequestration, noise mitigation, and improving water and soil quality. We currently have a pilot project to capture biogas from the Zernov alcohol production plant with a transfer of high performance technology from Japan. The project will provide a closed cycle industrial production complex, including capture of greenhouse gas emission. In 2025, it will be the pilot phase, and in 2026, we hope to launch the GCM project. At the moment, the Ministry of Environment has the support of the Overseas Environmental Cooperation Center, Japan, to develop new GCM projects in line with the approved the latest environment policies such as National Energy and Climate Plan. We are emphasizing to reduce heat supply loss by modernizing distribution networks and thermal agency efficiency. The Republic of Moldova aligning to the global goal of climate neutrality by 2050, Some private companies have set this goal, modernizing production technology and switching from fossil fuels and renewables. Bilateral GCM projects are the opportunity to achieving the global goals toward 2050. I would like to mention that the citizens of Republic of Moldova have a special respect for the Japanese people. Technologies and equipment with the inscription made in Japan are associated with the highest quality. By implementing the joint lending mechanism, we are strengthening bilateral cooperation in the field of environment and combating the effects of climate change. I express my gratitude and solidarity for the received support from Japan. Together, we can build a better future with low emission, a green economy, clean air, and a comfortable climate. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency. So this is our last speaker, but not least. I would like to invite Faik Mutarov, Head of Environmental Policy, the Minister of Ecology and Natural Resources of Azerbaijan. Please welcome the presidency.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished delegates. On behalf of the Azerbaijan, the Minister of Ecology and Natural Resources, I'm honored to address the esteemed gathering to discuss our joint efforts under the joint credit mechanism and initiative led by Japan. Our commitment to this mechanism was solidified through the recent signing of Memorandum of Understanding back in 2022, marking Azerbaijan's participation in this collaboration. These steps underscored our shared resolve to tackle climate change through innovative and cooperative solution. We believe that joint credit mechanism presents an extraordinary opportunity for the countries to enhance its decarbonization journey. By enabling technology transfer, fostering low carbon investments, and generating high quality carbon credits, the GCM aligns seamlessly with our nationally determined contribution. For Azerbaijan, the mechanism is not merely a tool for offsetting emission. It's a pathway to integrate advanced clean technologies, promote green growth, and build capacity for sustainable development. Carbon credit systems such as the JCM are indispensable to achieve our NDC goals. As we advance towards the net zero, these mechanisms offer a market-driven approach to reducing emissions, optimizing resource allocation, and incentivizing innovation. Azerbaijan is actively integrating such systems into its policy framework, recognizing their pivotal role in achieving just, inclusive, and efficient energy transition. In this context, allow me to highlight our ongoing legislative efforts. Azerbaijan is currently preparing comprehensive legislation on emission trading system and carbon markets. This includes to establish robust monitoring, reporting, and verification systems to ensure transparency, accountability, and the environmental integrity of carbon credits. These legislative measures will also create a conducive environment for private sector participation, fostering a dynamic market for carbon reduction initiatives. At COP29, we aim to bring carbon crediting mechanism to the forefront of discussions under Article 6 of the Paris Agreement. The operationalization of Article 6, particularly its cooperative approach and mechanism, is critical for unlocking full potential of international carbon market. We firmly believe that global collaboration on carbon crediting will amplify climate finance, enhance technology transfer, and create shared benefits for participating nations. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Tarimov. Thank you very much for all your cooperation. This will conclude the ceremony of the 10th JCM partner countries meeting. We'll have until around 6:30. So please enjoy your conversation with other participants as well as the food and drinks here. Once again, thank you so much for your participation.